All right, to all our diamond leaders, thank you so much, guys, for hopping on for our webinar. And this is a special, webinar that we're gonna do. And before I gonna start, I would like to give a big thank to all of you who contributed to these ideas of creating the evaluation questionnaires. So most of you already give some feedback, and I'm really appreciate you guys for helping out. And this is what the teams is all about. It's about empowering and giving contribution to the organization. And with that, guys, thank you so much for what you've done. And what we're gonna talk tonight, guys, we know that one of our job really is to grow as a leader. And in line with leadership, one of our major goal also is to help our leaders grow. So
Muted. Unmuted.
okay. So anyway, that's the reason why, guys, that the title for our training is Building Team of Leaders. So, and that's the main thing, no? And I'm gonna show some couple of slides. So, and then right, and you feel free also to give us some feedback after this one. So, hold on, let me try to mute out some of these things in here. Okay, cool. So we already have there. Anyway, now let's talk this one. Personal growth. So let's talk about personal growth. And we know, guys, that as a leader, we need to accept these, responsibilities. And on this slide, as you can see in here, so it says, if you're not growing, you're dying. And I really believe that the time when we stop growing is also the time that we start dying. So I'm not saying in literally about that. What I mean is more about the emotional intelligence. It's more about the inner scoreboard of ourselves as a leader. And we know that as a leader, we need to continue grow. It doesn't matter how high you go up to the pay plan or how long you've been in the business. You need to continue growing. So now, the time we stop growing is the time we start dying. And if we understand this concept, and pretty much, and this is one of the biggest challenge when we get into this business, because most of the time we really don't understand the whole concept. And it's okay. All of us will start from that kind of perspective. But as we grow and we understand what is this kind of business all about, it's all about leadership, personal growth, and also the skills. So, guys, are one of the main thing that we've been having a lot of challenges are building our leaders. And it's really true in any kind of organization, whether it be in Yoli, whether it be your crossline or yourselves. The main challenge is finding the right people that will fit in or fill into our organization. And one of the thing, and most people is, and even on my own organization also, our challenges is growing the layers of leaders. So most of the time, we may have some few leaders, our front line, our first level, but we have a lot of challenges duplicating our leaders through those layers, second layer and third layer. And this is a big challenge. And we know if you cannot do that one, whatever volume that we bring in, whether it could be a customers or a member volume, it's just a matter of time, guys. Or your organization, if you don't build leaders, you will have a hard time holding on, because the leaders are really the structure that hold your organization. Okay, so most of the time we have a plan how to grow our volume, right? Our sales volume through doing BBPs. But it's too often you can find a person or a leader that they have a plan for personal growth, or what about the plan for leadership? And that's one of the big challenges that we need to accept. Now, we come out with the evaluation, guys. You know, the evaluation questionnaires. And on the evaluation questionnaires, guys, this is some of the things I would like to suggest, the steps and how we do it. First, if you see this picture in here that this guy is stepping on, certain steps, and there's a steps going into doing the evaluation properly. So first and foremost, you need to decide, because, and I really believe that whatever you're doing right now as a leader, it should be voluntary. So like the evaluation questionnaire that we're gonna do, this should be a voluntary. If you're not participating, it would be hard. So the first step is decide that you want to continue to grow. Decide that you want to leave your ego outside the door for you to grow. Decide that you need help. Decide that you need to grow also your team. And the mere fact is, as we as leaders, guys, as much as we want to grow our organization in leadership, we need to accept the truth that it needs to start within us first. Because how can we pass on and teach our team to grow as leaders if we ourselves having some challenges? So first we need to grow ourselves, and that's one of the things that you need to decide. And then the second step on the evaluation is you need to seek. Now, in the Bible, guys, they said, when you seek, you will find it. So what do I mean by seek in here? Seek some mentorship. You seek somebody, you seek some help. Seek whatever information that you needed on yourself. Okay, because that's one of the things you need to seek. Who those person that you can relate to, that can give you some influence, that when they say something you like to follow them. Now those are the kind of people that you wanna be your mentor, or sometimes you call them your coach. Okay, so that's the second step. Decide, then you seek, and the third one, you evaluate. And I'll show you the evaluation questionnaires now on the next couples of slide. But you need to evaluate, guys, and be sincere of evaluating yourself. So there's two types of evaluation in here, guys. Once you find your mentor, so the questionnaires that we're gonna talk about, you need to fill it up. So whatever you're gonna answer there, whether, for example, in skills, if you put yourself in 2 or 3, instead of 5, so 1 to 5. So you need to evaluate yourself. At the same time, the mentor that you choose will also try to evaluate you based on what your self-evaluation. Because here's the fact. Sometimes we become too soft of evaluating ourselves, or sometimes we are too hard. Let's take example. If I put myself on the skills, now for example, like prospecting and talking to a cold market, if I put 1, and then I submitted it to Eugene, and Eugene looked at it and he said, Chris, I don't think you're a 1 on cold market. I can put you on a 3 on a 4 because you're doing good on this one already. But because I'm too hard on myself, I don't want to put that high, numbers. Or sometimes if you look at it, if I put 4, and then and Eugene can look at it as my mentor, oh Chris, I think you're on in line with the 2 or 3. So your mentor will kind of align it, based on how he knows you and whatnot. And in that, that's the part of the evaluation steps. The next step will go into the mentorship already. So with that, being you evaluating yourself and also your mentor, then you'll come out with a strategy. You need to come out with a plan, and that's where the mentorship will come in. Now, my suggestion, guys, as a brand new, if you just want to do this one, you need to do it, reevaluate people every quarter. So every 3 months. So you have enough time to work on those strengths and weaknesses, or whatever things that you draw a plan and a game plan with your mentor. Now, as you progress and you get better, now, for example, after 3 months or 6 months, you get better, and your mentor can maybe suggest, let's do this one every 6 months now, because I see you're improving. There's no point for us to do it every quarter. Okay, so the first thing I suggest is every quarter, because that's the time that you can catch a lot of stuff. Because if you don't teach them in the beginning, if you meet them in after 6 months, so most of the time people will fall a lot of mistake and issues in the first couple of months. So if you don't catch them right there, because you will evaluate them 6 months after, you start losing them. So my suggestion, do it in a quarter first. As the mentee will start to improve and knows, and then you can do it every 6 months. And to the point, if they're doing well, at least once a year. Okay, because this business, guys, if you really embrace that this business is your lifetime kind of resources for your, for your income and whatnot, then you can do it, once a year. But most of the time, some of the people that that you brought into the business, even in 2 months, they're already out. So this kind of evaluation is for those people who are willing to commit for a long term of growing, not to become a better. Okay, so that's the next step, mentorship. Now you meet, whatever uh, time that you agreed upon with your coach or your mentor. So next one is duplicate. Now once you know the process, you get better, you see your strength, and now it's time for you to pass on the baton. So it's your time right now to start, doing it to your organization, because again, our goal is to build the layers of leaders. We don't want only to build our leaders front line, which is good, but it's better if you have support of layers of leaders from second, third, even to the bottom of the organization. That's what stabilize our business. Okay, so now I'll give you a quick analogy, guys, how this thing works. Now, for example, you're building a house. When you build a house, one of the things that the primary things that you need to make sure that you have a strong foundation, right? So, like for example, like John Marie, he's an engineer. He knows about foundation. You need to create that foundation, the concrete, flooring, and even those big posts that will hold, the entire structure of the house. Okay, so those foundation guys serve as the leaders. Those are the leaders, and sometimes you need to bring a lot of structure to support it, and multiple times you need to maintain it, because sometimes they have some issue that they break, and you need to add on, and that's the time that you keep recruiting to find those kind of leaders to support the foundation of your business. And now then you put the wall. So the wall guys that covering your house, if you're gonna use the analogy of the house, these are your members you put in. So the foundation of your house are the leaders, and then the walls or the slabs, and sometimes you call it the dry walls, those are the members. But what hold them on those things, the nails, are the customers. So that's why we need to balance out. We need to have members and we need to have customers. The members serve as the wall, and then the customers are the nails to hold on your organization. But the same thing, guys, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of customer or member. So imagining that house, you have a wall, you have the slabs, and you have the nails with the customers. If your structure is so weak, which is the leaders, that house, guys, will collapse, guaranteed. And that's how important it is for us to understand why we need to start learning and embracing the process of becoming a better leader. Okay, so hopefully, guys, you were able to catch on that one. So let's look into the evaluation questionnaires. So now, in this questionnaires, guys, if you see it, now I only focusing on the 3 categories. And because this is the success formula, I've been repeating it over and over again. Success formula are skills, plus personal development, plus leadership. That's success in any kind of training. Whether you're going to attend a webinar, or you're going to attend a conference call, or a live event like an Achieve, or whatever it is, guys, if you go to generic training, what you're learning will always fall into these 3 categories. It's either you're learning the skills, personal development, and leadership. And for us leaders, you are the diamond. I'm talking to you on the phone right now, or on your computer. We need to develop all these 3 categories simultaneously. You cannot just pick and choose that I just want to do skills, Chris. No, you cannot build this business by just doing the skills. You need to have personal development and leadership, of course, because you're building an organization. And that's what the level of our success. So now in here, guys, let me walk you through to the evaluation questionnaire. So you see here, and there's a number that you need to rate yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1 is poor, and then 5 is excellent. Okay, so now let's talk about skill set. And there's some, few categories that fall in, also some factors here on skill set. So this is just the basic that I included it. Now, like for example, creating a list, we know about the 6 fundamentals of Yoli. So creating a list is part of it. And then 2 is inviting, you know, presenting, and handling objections, following up, duplication, number of BBPs per week. So now let's talk about creating a list. Creating a list, guys, is a skill, and it's not just putting the name that people that you know. Okay, so I included here about prospecting and connecting. You need to build that kind of skill set. And on the last 2 weeks ago, when I did the training on prospecting and growing your list, I'll talk more about how to, you know, talk to cold market and use it, and develop them to become your warm market, because this is very important. And we try to debunk that myth that nobody wants to talk to a cold market, but in reality all are our friends, except our relatives and families. All of us started as a cold market, but we build up that kind of connection and relationship. Now they become a warm market. So I included here, so how good you are in terms of talking to your cold market. Is it one, two, three? Then evaluate yourself. How about your warm market? How about inviting? So you do this, guys. If, for example, if just like when I told you during the steps, if I evaluate myself, if I put my cold market skills as a 2, and then I submit it to my mentor, who tried to help me out and coach me, and he said, Chris, I think you're already a 3 on that. And he knows now, because sometimes I want to be soft myself, and I could put 1 on everything here, because my goal is I want to grow. I don't want to put 5, because there's no room for improvement anymore unless you're really a 5. But for me, all of us guys needs to grow, even me myself. And I talked to Eugene, and I've been doing this one for a while, but this kind of you know uh structure, I'm submitting it to him also, that he needs to evaluate me. What I'm after of is not really seeing my strength. I'm after more on the things that I can improve. And it doesn't matter where I'm at right now on the level of my business. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of things also that I need, that I can improve. Okay. Now, personal development. So there's a section in the personal development about the attitude. What is your attitude? Are you a 1, 2, or a 5? How about belief? And I broke it down to belief. And some of you, even pitch into this one. We talk about the belief. How's your belief on the product? Okay. How about the company? We talk about company in Yoli. What is your belief level on the company? As you know that this company is debt free, about the management, the leadership of the company. And of course, the profession of network marketing. What's your belief level? And most importantly, and the hardest one, is your belief about yourself. Okay? Do you believe yourself as a 2, a 3, or whatever it is? And then posture. Okay? So of course, you need to have that posture and how confident you are about yourself. And especially when you talk to somebody. Now, on the next slide, okay, is self-growth activities. Now, we know that we're going to talk about personal growth, and you need to have some activities to continue to grow yourself. Now, what are you doing to grow yourself? Are you reading books? So you need to rate yourself about, are you listening to an audio or attending live events or even the live calls or weekly calls? How committed you are on those things? Evaluate yourself. And also commitment, we talk about commitment and consistency. Yeah, in everything that you're doing. Then of course, accountability to your actions. To evaluate yourself. And then the last category we talk about is leadership. So in the leadership, guys, there's some section here that you need to evaluate yourself on conflict management. When you have issues in your team, are you the kind of person that end up whining so much and complaining, and or you're on the panicking mode when we see conflict in your organization, and how stable you are, okay, on that one. And this is good. And for me, all of us will grow on this kind of section, even myself, and we need to continue to grow. Second, coaching and mentorship. So if you're teaching your team already, if you're mentoring somebody in your organization, what level are you at right now? Are you on 1 or 2 or whatever? Then empowerment. This is self-explanatory. Delegation. Do you delegate most of your things to your team members, or you are the kind of person that you embrace everything, you want all the recognition goes to you, so you rate yourself. How about vision? Your adaptability, creativity. If you seek some problem, that you can have that kind of creative mind, that you become that person who will focus more about the solution. What's your creativity level? And the seven is critical thinking, which is very, very important in a leader. Being a leader, guys, critical thinking is one of the things that we need to develop. Okay, so I know conflict and all this stuff will happen to your organization. Embrace it. Now, how about character building? What's your level? If you need some help on this one, you can ask your spouse or some of the people that you're working with. They can help you with the evaluation. Be honest. For me, it's more about constructive criticism. If you're willing to accept those things, you're gonna grow. And we all know, guys, believe it or not, all of us has a blind spot. A blind spot, just like when you're driving in your car, not everything you can see in your side mirror. And same thing in ourselves. Sometimes you do some stuff and people see it differently. And that's the reason why it's very important for us to submit ourselves to evaluation to grow better. Okay? And then how about promoting live events? I think Jomar is the one who throw this one, on the leadership. How you consistent? What's your level in terms of promoting events? How good you are in promoting events, or you're just that kind of person, just sit around and let your team do it. And then of course, on the leadership standpoint, what are the activities that you're doing to grow your leadership? Reading books again, or you listening, attending events. Now, like we attend those big events to grow, and even like we're doing last Diamond, that we went to the mastermind, and these are the leadership training and outside of our company. Now, on October 7, our group here in Jacksonville, we're gonna attending the leadership training and seminar with John C. Maxwell and Simon Sinek, and then some of those big leaders here in Florida, because they're gonna do an event here in Jacksonville. So those are outside, but we know that we need to invest now, because we understand the concept now, that the leader must grow, that the leader must not stop growing for you also to help your team grow. Okay? Now, on this slide, guys, you see this one? Grow. People grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built. And that's the reason why, guys, that we highly encourage, if you're really interested of growing to become a better person, a better leader, participate on this program. Participate in this program. So again, for me to grow, I need to accept those kind of responsibilities. And I always tell Eugene, even Ravi Fender, when they do evaluate me at least once a year. So every end of the year, guys, I submit myself, to them for evaluation. But I never use this kind of questionnaire. It's just more about feedback. Now, Robbie, you know me for the past years. What are the things that I need to grow this coming year? Or I ask that one, Eugene. But this time it's more about organized right now, that I can see specific things that I need to grow. The good thing is, once we master this kind of thing, guys, our team can follow it through, because we already have the format. It's easy for them to implement it, because we as the pioneer leaders in our organization already implemented it. And then all they need to do is follow it and duplicate it. Okay? So, okay, guys, I think that's all for tonight that I able to share to you about the evaluation, guys. I will send you the hard copy on this one. If you feel free to, share it to some of your team members. Now, just like I told you guys, on the steps, guys, that's the first thing that you need to do. Let me go back to that steps. Okay, so this is very important. So on the steps, this is the thing that we need to do: decide, you seek, you evaluate, then the mentorship, and then you start duplicating it to your organization. All right, so I think that's all for tonight, and looking forward to help some of you guys in here. Those people are interested, but never thought, guys, that the leaders are so busy that I don't want to submit them. Okay, but as much as possible, I would highly recommend if you try to find a mentor within your organization because they are the one really directly working with you. So, like for example, in our genealogy, you know, with Joja and me and Eugene, you can go as high as Eugene, and I think Eugene won't accept some of the things if you just seek some help. All right, so guys, thank you so much for that. We're looking forward to see you some of our live events. Again, I'm coming out in Toronto, Canada, and please continue to promote our every Thursday weekly call to some of your members. With that, guys, thank you so much. I try to, unmute the line so we can hear everybody. All right, guys, I unmuted the line. Anybody want to say something? Cool. So I think that's all for tonight, and God bless.
Thank you, Chris.
All
Thanks,
right.
Chris.
Thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. Have a great evening, everybody.